So if you watched the debate last night and you are anything other than a white male and you have done something that no one's ever seen before, you recognize the circumstances. The thing about Donald Trump is Donald Trump has been running for president since 2012, right? And the onus on him has never been to change. He's essentially the same man in 2016 that surprised the country and won that he is the iteration of last night. And one of the things that has happened is he has never admitted defeat or even when he was wrong. So when you're never wrong, he's also said that he's never had an occasion to ask God for forgiveness. So you are a perfect man. You are the same man you were in 2016, and they keep accepting that from you. There's no incentive for you to admit that you were wrong, to admit that you lost. There's no reason to change. I heard one Republican pundit before the debate opine about how he was like Muhammad Ali. He was, but not the Muhammad Ali from Rumble in the Jungle, the Muhammad Ali that fought Larry Holmes. Donald Trump has been the same. He is the most predictable political personality in history. You know what he's going to do. He is going to lie. He's going to use tropes. He's going to shout. He's going to demean you. He is predictable. And the one thing when you're facing an opponent that you already know his moves, he's easier to beat. He's easier to beat. He fights. He never has to learn an opponent because he can make things up about him. He can say black people eat dogs. He can say, well, of course they murdered these people, and he never has to change because Mike Bloomberg did it too. And of course, I didn't have to learn anything from January 6th because I was right, and of course I won the election. The onus on him is never to change. Except the problem is that he was fighting Kamala Harris. He wasn't fighting Joe Biden from 2020. He wasn't fighting for Joe Biden from 2024. He wasn't fighting Kamala Harris. He wasn't debating Kamala Harris from 2019. He was fighting the iteration of her now. And any black person or brown person who is doing something that has never been done before has seen men like this before. They know what he is. There's some of you right now within the sound of my voice are looking at that very iteration of that man. They know what he is. I know what he's going to say. I know what he's going to do, and I know how to trigger him. I know how to break him. He's predictable. He is everything that people despise about people. But you can tell me how the economy was good. He can lie, and he can lie without compunction. The economy, I had the best economy in the world. Easily, provably not true. Black people eat dogs. Immigrants eat. Easily, provably not true. But he knows that you'll listen. He knows that you'll take it. He knows, but she wouldn't. She wouldn't. Even if you cannot find it within your soul to tell the truth to yourself, you know that he didn't come off like you thought he would. He called her stupid. He said she's dumb. He said she was nothing like that because he was fighting the caricature of her and she was fighting the reality of him. It isn't that I hear pundits say all the time, he doesn't know what to do with her. It isn't that. That isn't the problem for him. It is that she knows exactly what to do with him. Because men like that, in anything that you've ever done to make any stride to do something no one's ever done before, there's been a man like that in your way. A man just like that. He might not have the same position, but the same mindset, the same tropes, the same moves. Donald Trump lost that debate. Donald Trump lost in 2020. He's on his way to losing again because Donald Trump is not significantly different at all than he was in 2016 because there's no onus to make him any different. He never loses. He never lies. He never misses. He never makes mistakes. He's perfect. He doesn't even have that God for forgiveness because he's never done anything wrong. Kamala Harris is decidedly different than she was in 2019. Decidedly different. I remember there was a fight with Mike Tyson he had, and the opponent was dry, and he looked at Mike Tyson used to beat you before he ever stepped into the ring. The minute she walked across that stage and made him shake her hand, she won. He is not used to that. But you are. Anybody, any black or brown person, anybody that's ever done anything that no one ever done, that looked like them had ever done before, have had men like that in their way. They're easy to beat because you know what they're going to do. And whether you can tell yourself the truth or not about what happened, there was one president on that stage tonight. There was one world leader on the stage tonight. There was one person worthy of America's vote to lead the free world on that stage tonight. And you know it wasn't him. But even if you can't lie to yourself, and even if you can't tell the truth to yourself, you can admit this. It wasn't bad for a DEI hire. Little note from the GED section. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.